Worcestershire head coach Alan Richardson, how does it feel to be in a List A final?
Absolutely delighted, Frank. Thank you very much. I think the boys have worked incredibly hard for this throughout these last 3 weeks. So yeah, just rewards from, they've, like I said, they've put in an incredible amount of hard work. Hope everyone's enjoyed who's watching it, because we certainly have.
This semi-final, you came into it probably slight underdogs given Somerset's recent record. Would that be how you read it or not?
Not necessarily, no. We don't mind that underdog tag at times, but I think both sides came into it with a lot of momentum. We played some really good cricket here at New Road and won 3 out of our 4 games. And like I said, I think the last game against Surrey was a real clinical performance. So we came in with lots of confidence. We know that Somerset, really good side. A lot of depth. Play some really good white ball cricket. There are a lot of players missing at the 100, but they still, have done incredibly well to get this far and played, like I say, some really good cricket, beat some good sides, and have some, a very, very good group of players.
We felt on commentary that 275 was about par. What did you think?
A bit of a flap on every now and again up there. I thought we were about there. Something certainly competitive for us. Certainly think the way that Dan Latigan and Brett D'Oliveira started the innings for us, we probably got a bit carried away and thought that 300. I thought Somerset came back into it really well, fielded very well, but also bowled very intelligently. And obviously Jack Leach, that 10-over spell in the middle, put some real pressure on us. So I think we were pretty happy with 275, but we also knew we had to bowl well and things to go our way, and thankfully they did.
A little blip at the beginning with Curram's first over, but you got those early wickets crucial. Yeah,
I think so. Curram did an amazing job, bowled in at the end where, it was a lot harder, bowling into a real strong wind. Did an incredible job, picked up some valuable wickets for us. And I think throughout this, we always talk about it. If we can get wickets, we'll keep the run rate in check more times than not, because you've obviously got new batters coming in and starting. So, he created, him and Tommy, I thought. Tommy passed the bat numerous times from the other end. He had the easier end, and we keep reminding him of that. But they set it up quite well for us, and to take those 2 or 3 wickets early, certainly I think we came out of the power play 3 down. That helped us throughout the game.
Looking at the campaign as a whole, you've brought in quite a few young players. 1 or 2 have really made a mark, like Dan Latigan, Henry Cullen. But it's been a real squad effort. You haven't relied on just the same 12 players.
No, we had to. We knew that at the start. We're in a pretty good position in terms of we haven't lost many players through the 100. So we had a lot of depth, a lot of opportunities for players. We had a couple of niggles at the start, so it was important to rotate those. We also thought it was an opportunity to give some young players a chance. So you talked about Henry Cullen. Gareth Roderick has done an amazing job for us throughout. He's our #1 keeper. He's played a lot of cricket over the last 18 months for us, so it was important to try and give Henry some exposure, and I thought he did really well. So Isak came in, played a really good knock at Essex. Dan Latigan's come in and made an effort, made a real impact as well. And then we've had some of the senior players who've really, taken a lot of responsibility, put in some really strong performances for us, especially with the bat. I thought Brett D'Oliveira and Jake at times, and Cash, put in a real shift for us and made sure we've been really competitive throughout.
Captaincy is an interesting thing, isn't it? Because Jake Libby has captained in this format, and he's done that before, and he's done it very, very well. Brett D'Oliveira appears to have thrived in this, perhaps not with the weight of captaincy on his shoulders.
I think when we decided that we were going to split the captaincy up a little bit, Brett was really happy with that, because he wanted an opportunity to have a month where he could just play his own game and just play. I think we've watched him at backward point. This tournament has been fantastic. It's back to seeing Brett, instead of being parked at mid-off, mid-on, talking to the bowlers as captain. So that's been great. It's a great exposure for Jake. There's some opportunities to do some leadership, which is really important for him. It's important for all the players. We have it with Adam Hose, who's captained some of the T20 stuff as well. I think it's really important to have as many guys who are, get familiar with leading. And so Jake's done a really good job. He does it slightly differently than Brett, as I would expect. He's been very calm and consistent throughout. So, yeah, I think, the boys have really enjoyed it. I hope they have, because certainly as a support staff we have, and I know that through, talking to the members and supporters, they've enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, speaking of the members and supporters, you've had some good crowds in this competition, not least in this last 3 or 4 games. And until the weather interrupted today, it was a really good buzzing atmosphere, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really important for us, I think, as a club. If you're a Worcester member or supporter, you've only got 4 days here, probably in August, to come and watch cricket, and they come and support us in numbers, not just in the volume, but in the way that they support us is really important. I was very lucky as a player to, thrive under that. just how much they back you and how much they want you to do well, and it's been no different in this tournament. And I think over the last 2 or 3 years it's been really good. It's really important for those young players that we talk about to come in and play in front of 2,000-3,000 people with an atmosphere that the way that it is, it exposes them to some cricket, some high quality cricket, but also playing in front of a crowd. So that's really important, and we're always, certainly as players, are very grateful of the support that we receive.
First list day final for Worcestershire for 21 years, Alan, which must make you pretty proud as a coach. Does that really feature in your thinking in terms of the history of the club, really? You've got a chance now of going up on the wall up there in the pavilion with those teams that are remembered forever, really.
Yeah, I think the list day competitions have come in many guises, haven't they, Frank? Me and you have been around for a while, so there's quite a few different formats and different sponsors, and this is just another one of those. It's incredibly proud. At the start of the year, we look at all 3 formats and try and be as competitive as possible, and Road to Trent Bridge is one of those targets to get there and enjoy the day and hopefully win it. And then for those guys, it'll be an opportunity to get up on the board in the Graham Hick Pavilion, which is something we talk about a lot. We want guys in our squad who, 1, are match winners, and 2, then hopefully create a bit of history for the club, and I think that's really important for us.
Well, Alan, congratulations. It's been a long, hard road, but good luck at Trent Bridge, which is in just about 3 weeks' time. We'll hope the weather holds, and congratulations again. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Frank. Always a pleasure.
This is Mike the Plasterer. He needs a trusted supplier for his materials and tools. Mike needs Profile Store. With an easy-to-use website, you can check stock online, order it and collect it within the hour. Profile Store offer free delivery over £125 and fast overnight shipping. With over 2,000 products in stock, they're sure to have what you need. So get yourself down to the trade counter in Kidderminster today. Get the job done with profilestore.co.uk.